Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to present about our project QMT presentation. This is our group member. For introduction, the purpose of this assignment to explore about business statistics and provide detailed analysis of simple random sampling. Through detailed research, we will discover how the simple random sampling works and understanding what is simple random sampling. This assignment aims to provide first-hand experience in demonstrating communicating skill in decision-making process. It is the idea of presenting and analyzing large quantities of data into a manageable, understandable, and meaningful form. The focus of this assignment is to organize and present secondary data using graphical and numerical techniques. Through analysis, we will provide an accurate representation of the entire data set, measure data dispersion, and learn to interpret the finding of the data set. The method that we use for this simple random sampling is lottery method. What is lottery method? Lottery method is simple random sampling technique where individual members of a population are assigned unique identifiers lottery draw. Next, how lottery method works. Number 1, allocate identification. Each member of the population in KPM Indra Mahkota is assigned a unique identifier. Number 2, prepare spin wheel. The data of population in KPM IM were selected then insert into the wheel. Number 3, random selection. The wheel was spun until active student was selected. Number 4, form the sample. The identifier on the drawn represent the selected sample. Number 5, list of sample have been selected. After that, we are going to present our pie chart. This pie chart, the highest number is 24 students, which is DCS program. Secondly, DEC program have 22 students. Thirdly, DIA program have 19 students. And lastly, the lowest number is 15 students in DCD program. This is pie chart for study method. In this pie chart, the highest number is 34 students, which is self-study. After that, group study, and both study method have the same number of students, which is 23 students. Next, we are going to interpret our bar chart comparison between gender and support system. In this bar chart, female have more peers support system than family. At the same time, male have the same level support system between peers and family. Second bar chart, comparison between gender and preferred study method. In this bar chart, it shows female most preferred in group study method, and for the self-study method, male and female have the same level. Third bar chart, comparison between diploma program and preferred study method. In this bar chart, diploma program in DIA, DCS, and DEC are more preferred self-study method, but DCD preferred group study and both study method. Moving on to the next slide. Now we are going to interpret about histogram for CGPA. In this histogram for CGPA shows that 2.00 until 2.80 have the lowest number of students, which is 15 students, and 3.61 until 4.00 have 16 students. And next, for CGPA 3.21 until 3.60 have a second highest number of students, which is 24 students. And lastly, the highest number of students is 25 students, which have CGPA 2.41 until 2.80. After that, I want to talk about frequency polygon for CGPA. Here is the graph. The frequency of polygon CGPA shows that 2.00 until 2.40 have 15 students and 2.41 until 2.80 have 11 students. As for 2.41 until 2.80 have 14 students and 3.21 until 3.60 have 24 students, and lastly 3.61 until 4.00 have 16 students. And now I want to talk about OGIF for CGPA. Here is the graph. The OGIF for CGPA shows that there is a lot of improvement among students from 2.00 until 4.00 CGPA.
This is the table of DIA students. On the table of DIA students, we calculate the mean. We get 3.19, and the second one is mode. We got 3.405, and the third one is median. We get 3.29. Quartile, we got 2.88, and for the third quartile, we got 3.56. For number 6, we calculate the skewness for CGPA based on DIA table. For COV, we get 83.51%, and we get the skewness 0.096. That is positive skew. And now, this is the table of DCS students. This is the calculation for the DCS students. The mean is 2.97. For the second one is mode, we got 3.305, and the third one is median, we got 2.705. For the first quartile, we got 2.405, and for the third quartile, we got 3.655. For number 6, we calculate the skewness for CGPA based on the table. The standard deviation is 2.664, and the COV is 95%, and the skewness is negative 0.34, and we get negative skew.
The mean of CGPA for DIA is slightly higher at 3.19 compared to DCS at 2.97, showing better average performance for DIA. Then, DIA also has a higher mode value of 3.405, while DCS mode is 3.305, indicating DIA students achieve higher CGPAs. For median, DIA has higher median than DCS, that is 3.29 and 2.705. DIA also has the higher first quartile, it is 2.88, and for DCS, first quartile is 2.405, meaning lower performance DIA students do better. But for third quartile, DCS has higher than DIA, it is 3.655 and 3.56, showing stronger performance among top DCS students. DCS standard deviation is higher, is 2.644, meaning it is student performance very small, while DIA students show more consistent result. There is the standard deviation for DIA is 1.73. The skewness for DIA is 0.096. That is positive than DCS. DCS skewness is negative 0.34, suggesting DIA students are more concentrated in the higher CGPA range. Lastly, DCS has more coefficient of variation is 9.599%, and for DIA is 18.351%, indicating greater variation in CGPA score compared to DIA. These differences may be due to DCS interview-based selection process, which attracts more diverse and high-performance students, while DIA show more consistency in result. Calculation and recommendation. The Student Affairs Department of KPMIM should organize motivational workshop and seminar led by alumni or professionals to inspire DIA and DCS students and provide strategy for academic success. Second is conduct periodic academic performance review to identify students at risk of falling below the minimum CGPA and provide early intervention through counselling or peer support groups. Third is the department. The department also analysed the unique challenge faced by DIA and DCS students. For DIA, efforts could focus on strengthening foundational knowledge, while for DCS strategy might aim at maintaining high performance in competitive subjects.